Hello, my name's Joe. I'm a busted knuckle mechanic. This is my shop. It's kind of an outdoor shop. I get air all around, and it's a hot day. It's 103 today, and this is my wiki up. Anyway, I've been working on this Dodge Intrepid, and I had to replace the water pump and the thermostat, which is back underneath here, right under there. To get to the thermostat, you got to take off your power steering unit and your alternator, generator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, your timing chain lines marks here have to stay. Now on either side, I got it on top, doesn't I moved a little bit, but I don't move it. Just keep that mark on that mark right there, even with your cam. Now when you take these off and you loosen up from the tensioner right there, the chain tensioner for your timing tensioner, this whole thing, because you'll take these bolts out back here, this whole thing's going to slide and it's going to loosen this. This wheel's going to turn in this way, this wheel's going to turn in this way. Now when they do that, that's not a problem. Don't freak out, don't get all excited, don't start shooting the damn thing. What you got to do is, as long as this line down here, this chain line and this cam don't move and you keep them straight, you can lift up on the chain. If this one don't move, you can put your wrench will fit right in here. Fit right in there, and you can turn it and bring the cam back to where it was when it turned. Don't let this one turn at all. Don't let this mark move. And if this one doesn't stay in, this chain didn't move from this mark. The only one that moved from the mark was this one. Because when I loosened this up, it loosened up the chain and the cam spun inside the chain. The chain stayed, but the cam spun inside. So what you do is, you put your wrench in here. Once you get everything changed and everything tightened up where it's supposed to be at, keep your mark there straight, your mark there straight. You know, and if this one moves, you'll have to put one in there too, because this one here will move. Sometimes it does, sometimes it just depends on where it's at. But damn thing. But anyway, that's what you do to move that back. Or you can put your wrench in here like so, and then it's going to turn. So what you'll do is you'll just tie your wrench to this pipe, which will keep this gear from spinning. You won't have to worry about it. So the only gear you'll have to worry about pulling back on time is this one. And to pull this one back on time, the chain will be loose, everything stays tight. You'll have to put all your bushings and everything back in. All your guides, all your everything. The only thing you won't put back in yet is your chain tensioner. That goes in last, because that'll help pull everything right in straight. What you do is, I'm holding my phone with one hand, sorry about that, but you'll lift the chain up with this hand and turn your wrench with your other hand until you get these lines back up. This cam will turn back even with the chain. The chain stays, this stays, this stays, this cam is going to turn, or either one of them will turn. It doesn't matter. As long as these marks stay on the cam and this one stays, if you got to raise the chain with your hand and spin that one back around and set it on there. And then what you got to do is you hold, just kind of keep everything tight. You'll have to hold this with your finger up in there while you know, a little bit, until you can tighten everything up a little bit with your chain tensioner. Now I had to use a pin, a safety pin, to release the pressure on the tensioner. I'll show you what I mean. Right here in the book, this thing says you got to use a special tool to do that and to get it like that. I just used a pin, pushed the pressure down, all the oil spit out of this one, and then pushed this one down until it snapped in tight, and it looked just like that. I just did it with a freaking safety pin. Actually, I broke the pin right there. I mean, a regular ballpoint pin right there. You can use anything. And that's what you do to get the pressure back on that, so you can put that back in. And then once that's done, tighten everything down, and then hook your wrench on this and spin the whole thing, complete revolutions, all the way back until you come back into your timing marks. One complete full motor revolution all the way through. Every cylinder has to hit, all 6 of them. So you go all the way through until you come all the way back up to top dead center. And if you have no pressure, no binding, no nothing, then you're set, you're smooth, put it all back together, you're ready to go. Anyway, that's a quick version of what I did, what I just did, and how I did it, and how the easiest way to do it without having to go through so much headache and wanting to shoot the motor or whatever. It's really simple. But they don't tell you this in the book. They don't tell you the how-tos and the whatnots and the things to do. Anyway, that's what I did. I'll have it up and running. I'll prove it to you so everything's going to run smooth. Joe, Busted Knuckle Shop. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.